Hello and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we'll update you on postseason play as we check in with the Ferris State men's basketball, women's basketball, and hockey teams. We'll start first, though, with Bulldog men's basketball, joined by assistant coach Jim Lake. Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
We're taping the show, obviously, before the NCAA Midwest Regional Championship game on Tuesday night, but it's been an incredible postseason run so far for your basketball team.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We prepped all year for this, and our guys have risen to the challenge. We've had a lot of interesting challenges, and our guys have been able to figure out some stuff, and we're playing great right now, so we're excited.
Obviously, you had a great regular season. You came into the GLIAC tournament, the #1 seed, had an opportunity to host the GLIAC tournament semifinals and finals for the second year in a row, and cutting down the nets for a fourth straight season. Really a great accomplishment, becoming the first team in GLIAC history to do that.
It's kind of hard to hear. You don't really know what to say other than really cool. Super excited for that senior class. Those guys get to say they're 12-0 in the GLIAC tournament. Not many people are going to be able to say that, and any level of basketball. So it's an incredible accomplishment. We're in the midst of trying to do a little more, so it's not really time to reflect too much.
Obviously, those two seniors that have led you, Noah King, Drew Cushingberry, the two winningest seniors in school history, and really says a great deal about what they've been able to achieve in terms of postseason play.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. Those guys are guys of tremendous character. They've been tremendous leaders for us. They're giving. They're really selfless on the court and off the court. So I'm not surprised by their success, and they're going to have tremendous success beyond basketball.
Chance winning the GLIAC tournament to host the NCAA Regional as the #1 seed, and certainly something that means a great deal, becoming the first team in school history to host a regional tournament.
Yeah, unbelievable accomplishment. It was something that we talked about. We wanted to be able to be in this situation. So, to talk about it, to see your goals materialize, to see the work put in, and see those things accomplished are tremendous, and it's been a tremendous advantage. The home crowd, the community, has definitely risen to the challenge themselves, and it's been fun and excited about Tuesday.
As we go into the NCAA tournament, we'll go to the highlights. You started off with Ohio Dominican, the #8 seed, but a very good basketball team you took on in the first round.
Yeah, they were super hot. I think they've won their last 12 games, playing really well, really physical club. Good size up front, and they'd been shooting the ball unbelievably well. So the challenge in this game was to limit shooters, limit the amount of threes they could take, and then rebound with them. And that first half we sparred with each other. It was a real interesting give and take. And it took a long time for us to be able to distance ourselves. They were good. They're well prepared. We were, though. Well, we were too. We came out of that game feeling good. I know they were the 8 seed, but they were playing really well. They played much better than they were a good 8 seed. We were glad to get out of there with a W.
Obviously, a team you knew a little bit about. You had a 1-point lead at halftime, but you'd seen them last year as a GLIAC member, and took you to the buzzer last season early on.
Yeah, Noah King put in a tip in at the buzzer on a tie game to win it. They've been rising. They've been rising up. They had a little struggle early in the year, but they'd figured it out. And it'd be hard to say that there wasn't too many teams hotter in the Midwest. That being said, we were pretty hot ourselves.
Obviously, here in the second half, made some big plays defensively and really able to turn up the pressure on them here in the second half.
Yeah, in the first half, I felt like the pace was more to their liking. In the second half, we were able to get the pace up a little bit, and that benefits us. When we can get going, we get out in transition, get a couple easy buckets, get into some pressure, and just get them sped up a little bit. And I think we were able to do that.
Here in the contest, led by Zach Hankins, who had 16 points, 11 rebounds, but really getting good balance again, contributions up and down the lineup.
Yeah, we feel really good about the lineup all the way across the board right now. We can get something from a different guy out of nowhere. And that's really, we're healthy. We're well, we're in a good place. People know their roles. We're excited about what we're doing right now.
75-57 the final score. That set up a rematch here in the regional semifinals, fourth time this year against Lake Superior State, and two teams that certainly knew each other very well.
No doubt. After our loss up there, you know, in the locker room, I told the guys, we all, you know, we kept saying, listen, fellas, this is just chapter 1 of a 4-chapter book, and we're going to see them 4 times. And we just were pretty confident that was going to happen. I mean, they were for sure one of the better teams in the region, definitely the second best team in the conference, and we were going to bump into them a few more times.
Obviously got off to a great start here in this opening half against Lake Superior State. Big crowd on hand, and certainly played well here from the opening tip.
Yeah, you know, the guys were ready. You could see it in walkthrough that morning. It started at breakfast. You could tell they were rested. You could tell they were ready, pretty focused. You know, they had a pretty determined look on their face. And we got off to a great start, and that helped, you know, like, but we kept the momentum. We'd gotten off to a pretty good start against ODU, but, you know, they were able to salt it away. In this game, you know, we were able to keep momentum much of the game.
Really got some great contributions off the bench. Deshaun Thrower with the basket right there. Jalen McFadden had a big game for you.
Yeah, you know, and that's, at this time of year, you know, you need those contributions from others. Teams lock in, they hone in on the things that you're good at. They know, everyone knows what you're good at. It's like, where do you get the bonus play from? And I thought those 2 guys, you know, Deshaun's been doing it all year for us. Jalen's been on a steady incline all year. And I wasn't surprised that he had the big game, but boy, he really came out aggressive. I mean, he was ready. The lights were on, and he was excited about it.
Obviously a great atmosphere here with the home crowd, and fans really got behind you as you were able to take it to the Lake Superior State Lakers here in the second half.
Yeah, the fan support was tremendous. I mean, just tremendous. And we really, I think last night got a little taste of the students rolling back in. And, you know, we really need a big taste of the students on Tuesday night.
Obviously an outstanding game here in the regional semifinals as you beat the Lakers here, and always tough to beat a team multiple times, and you were able to do it 3 times this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, it helped that it was 3 times at home. I mean, that was a huge, tremendous advantage, and you know, it really came down to a tremendous defensive effort. You know, they had some outstanding players, and we were locked in. We were able to take them out of their comfort zone a lot of the time. You know, Peter Furlick did a tremendous job on a J. Williams. You know, Zach Hankins was big in the middle. I think he had 18 and 18. I mean, we really dominated him on the glass. It was just a good team win all the way around.
94-71 the final score, and obviously you move on to the regional championship game. What does this mean, obviously having an opportunity to win a regional title?
Well, you know, it's not really the focus. The focus is on beating Findlay. Tons of respect for that program. I mean, they're one of the standard bearers in the Midwest. It was a classic Bellarmine-Findlay matchup before us. You know, we're excited to be here. We're excited to be hosting. I mean, but right now we're just focused on that one game. That's the only thing we can control right now. So, and you know, we're going to get in. We're going to have a good prep today, and we're going to see what we can do.
Well, Coach, congratulations on what's been an outstanding season so far, and best of luck here as you continue postseason play.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.